welcome to the conversation. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so excited about tonight's interview. I believe it's going to enlighten you. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Larry Williams. I am the president of the Indy Black Chamber of Commerce.
That is amazing. Just that whole title.
That title?
Yeah. That's awesome.
It.
So let's have a conversation. I wanted to bring you on because I want people to not only know you, but know the importance behind your organization. Why is it relevant? Why is it out here? And why should they join? And why should they be a part of it? So background-wise, how long have you been doing this?
Yeah, so just a little bit about me. In 2013, me and my mother started a security company. Uniformed guards, off-duty police officers, armed guards. And so we joined the Indy Chamber. And the Indy Chamber was like 200 white people in there and it'd be 4 black people.
Okay.
And so we couldn't understand, it was hard for us to get in those conversations when it was time to talk business.
Okay.
And so, when you go in a conversation, they'd be talking business, but then when you get in it, they're talking about their kids. And so, it was hard to get in those conversations. And so in 2014, the state did a disparity study that only 2% of black businesses were being used in the whole state of Indiana. And so they said they didn't understand why. And it was like nobody is advocating for black business. Nobody is helping black business. So we looked around for a black chamber, and Anderson, Indiana has one. It's been around about 15 years. And so we went to Anderson twice a month for 2 years to understand what a business is, what a chamber is, and what it would do for our community. And so in 2015, we kicked off the Indy Black Chamber, and we started with 0 members, and now we're at 343.
Awesome. So tell people what it is if they don't exactly know.
So a Chamber of Commerce is a place where like-minded people come together and exchange goods, exchange services, exchange economic mobility with each other.
Why do you think it's beneficial?
I would tell you, if you go into in the white community and you say Chamber of Commerce, they understand it. But as the black community, we've never heard of Chamber of Commerce. Well, most black businesses, when they start, if you go to a black business, that person probably started. We don't have second and third generation businesses. And so that is the importance of a black chamber, because we advocate, number one, to make sure that we get contracts, or we advocate for capital for black businesses, and so it's important for us to be around, and it's important for us to have members, because when we go to the city, state, and demand things from them, like the CARES Act, because of COVID, they came out with like $25 million came out. Well, we didn't get any money. And so, we said, hey, this CARES Act money is supposed to go to businesses. This is a community that you're missing. We make 30% of the city. We need some of that money. And so they said, first question they asked is how many members you have. And the reason for that is, you may say you're important, you may say you're needed, but does the community say you're needed?
Okay.
And if you don't have actively paying to be a part of your organization, then then it's just you talking. You're not talking for the community.
Okay. So what are some of the events or sponsorships or things that you guys have done over the years so people can see what it looks like to be a part of the chamber?
Sure. So like in January, we always have lunch with the legislators. We go down to the State House. So like a lot of our black community has never been in the State House. There was no reason to be there. So, we try to bring in people to the State House. We had like 500 people last year. They came to the event, and, we introduced everyone to their legislators and, all the senators and state reps. We also have a pastor's luncheon where we bring all the pastors together to talk. And, churches need cleaning companies. They need transportation companies. So printing companies, they contract out a lot of things, and they would rather spend it with black people. So again, another reason to be a member. We do business summits. Where we try to bring business together. We try to teach about business. Try to sell people's products. We also do fun things. We have the president's masquerade ball that we have in October every year. We also have a banquet in August. So we have plenty of things going on. We also have classes from 6 to 8 on Tuesday and Thursdays, just business 1-on-1, trying to teach you. We have CPAs come in. We have lawyers come in. We have insurance people come in. Every industry is different. You need a certification. You need a license. So we just try to figure out what your industry needs, and we help you grow from there.
I had the pleasure of hosting one of your events,
yes.
The Black Business Summit at the Fairgrounds. And it was amazing to see how many black businesses were in one place, and then the people come out and just enjoy it. When do you think you'll do something else like that, where you'll bring several together at once?
Yeah, so, with this COVID going on, hopefully everybody will be, vaccinated by June, July. So probably around, August or September, we definitely will have a event for black businesses downtown.
Now, with COVID going on, with all the funds not being given to our community, and with you stepping in and saying, hey, we need these resources, what was the result of that?
So some exciting news. So Comcast business stepped up, and they gave me $40,000 to give out to black businesses, and so we gave out to about 18 businesses. And so when Comcast did that, Cummings saw that, hey, this was a good move. Black businesses are the #1 hit in COVID. So we had about 47% nationwide go out of business. And so Cummings said, hey, here, we're going to give you $1 million now to give out to black businesses. And so our application ended yesterday, where we had everyone apply for the. So we're giving out 5,000, 10,000, and 15,000 to everybody.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So when you say you have how many members?
348.
What industries are we talking about?
Wow. So, you wouldn't even guess, but we talk about all industries. Like, we have people who do pest control. We have people, you got the services with the, lawn care and, cleaning companies. But, we have restaurants, we have daycares, we have churches, anything that, we have construction companies, we have repair services. Anything that people do, we have them here in our.
That's awesome. So if you're one of those businesses, they will call you and say, hey, I need this service, or would they go online and pull up a list and see who's connected, or how do they get the services that they need?
Yeah, so all the above. So when you become a member, then you're on our website. So when people type in construction, all the construction companies show up. So we do that. So we also do, if people call, like the city or state call, and they say, hey, Larry, we need, somebody to come and, maybe move all this trash, or, hey, we have a contract where we need somebody to clean the pools, So I have somebody, so I bring them in and get them that contract.
Awesome. How do you think that this has benefited everyone that's been a part of it? Just, before and after, what have you seen?
Sure. I would tell you that, in these last 7 years, we definitely have bid more than about $10 million of contracts. So that $10 million put back into our community, I think is incredible.
What do you think is missing as far as our community as a whole getting to your organization, knowing the benefits and knowing how to be a part of it? Where is the missing gap?
Yeah, so Our our initiative last year was to open up a co-working space, and so we opened up a co-working space downtown,
Okay.
where you come in with your laptop. I have high-speed internet. I can fax, copy, whatever you need for your business. You just come in with your laptop, and we help you. We also have when you join, we have a mailbox for you, because what we learned in this PPP loan is you couldn't give your home address. You had to have a business address.
Okay.
So we have a mailbox for you. So now this is really your office.
Okay.
And so we have conference rooms there. We have phone booths. We have classrooms. So yeah, I mean, it's just a one-stop shop there. I also have 4 spots in the city market where if people want to come and try their concept out of, doing tacos,
Oh, awesome.
So I got it set up where you're not signing a 5-year contract for $3,000, for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
We can figure something out for like 9 months to a year, where we talking about $1,200. That you have like a 10 by 10 place, your own restaurant, and people are coming to City Market
Mm-hmm.
to get food, so you
Always.
have the traffic
Yeah.
there. So it helps you sit there and try to grow your customer base, and then if that does work, then we help you go find a restaurant or a storefront, and now you have a following, and so people will come to your restaurant.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So you said on Tuesdays and Thursdays there's a service that you provide. Is that a type of training, a seminar? What does that look like?
Yeah, so it's a 10-week course.
Okay.
Where we have people who come in and we do business one-on-one, basically, teaching you about business. And then after the class, we give you $5,000. It's in a loan, but we do make sure that you have $5,000 to go out and start your business. Or if you're already doing your business, to help you grow. Because that's the whole point about the Black Chamber, is we're here to grow our community through entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And through home ownership. So those are the 2 things that we focus on, is entrepreneurship and home ownership there.
Awesome. And so as far as the benefits of a program like that, if a person is, say they don't have a business yet, or they just got started, coming to this, is that something that will help them like get their LLC or work on etiquette or how to come up with a business plan? What is something they could expect from that?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what we do. So we partner with KG, Community Action Greater Indianapolis.
Okay.
And so there's an application for you to fill out, and you fill it out, and KG will pay for your class.
Okay.
So you go through this class. And so through this class, we will get you your LLC, or if you're doing something else, your 501c3. We also have you get your business plan at the end of this, and whatever you need to get started, like we help you get it done and get it taken care of. And then at the end of this class, you do a pitch about your business. And so again, we already give you $5,000, but then we give whoever the top 3 are, we give some reward money to use it for other things. We also help pay for websites and everything. Our goal is, after you get through this class, you got your website, you got some money in your pocket, you got your LLC, and you ready to rock and roll.
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
Amazing resource. If people have social media, are you guys on there? And if so, what platforms?
Yeah, so we're on all platforms. If you go to our website, we're on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Yeah.
Awesome. So I have a kind of different question for you now that we know what the organization is, what the benefits are. Where do you think the disconnect is just in our community when it comes to business etiquette, the success of their business, starting and finishing processes? Like, what do you think is missing as a whole?
Yeah, I would say that's the reason why, Black Chamber is around, because we will, open up, rent something out, open up a spot and start selling T-shirts or start selling hamburgers. And, we haven't did the research. And so then they come in and they shut us down, the health department. Because there's, a certain things that you had to have in place to sell hamburgers. You
Right.
can't just start selling hamburgers. So
Right.
I think that's a disconnect for us. We think we can just go, like, I have people who are doing security companies.
Mhm.
Well, you got to have a license. You
Right.
got, to a license in Indiana to have a security company. You just can't say I have a security company and you guys are doing security.
Right.
That's against the law.
Right.
And so that's how we get shut down. I don't think we do the research. And so as a Black Chamber, we're there to help you research. Like I said, every industry is different. So we got to figure out your industry and figure out what's needed for you to run. Also, like in our co-working space, we have a commercial kitchen.
Okay.
Because, we have caterers and we have food trucks. And so this is a way they're not cooking in their homes, because once the health department knows you're cooking the food in the home and then selling it on the food truck, they shut you down.
Mhm.
So we have a commercial kitchen. So our job is to take you from your hobby into a professional setting and actually have your company become great.
So maybe the gap is the education piece
Definitely that.
of knowing I gotta go from this to make this happen. I can't just do what I want to do. I gotta do it the right way.
Yeah.
And so, where do you see the future of your organization going? Like, I know as a business person, even for me, I'm always thinking ahead. Yes, we got current things going on, right? But I'm thinking next year, next month, even.
Yeah.
What does that look like for you?
So the next move that we're doing is we are helping other cities start a Black Chamber. So we help Muncie start a Black Chamber. We're helping Marion right now start a Black Chamber. Evansville is working on, it has started theirs, and we're working on South Bend. So then we are going to have a state chamber will be announced this year, that we have a state chamber, and these will be the 7 chambers up under it.
Well, I think there's definitely, within the last year, we talked about COVID a little bit, but there's also been a shift, right?
Yeah.
Just in the United States, with a lot of things that are happening to people of color. And so this seems like a great time that we would get on board and become a part of the conglomerate, right?
Right. It's the time for, the white community have, before the George Floyd protests and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and as you can see, when black people say it, we say George Floyd protests. When white people say it, they say George Floyd riot. So,
Mm-hmm.
there's a difference there.
Yeah.
So during the protest, before the protest, the Black Chamber was having a hard time raising money.
Okay.
Doing things, because black businesses were not anyone's mission, especially in the big areas. So now that the protests happened, we have received a lot of money.
Okay.
We've received a lot of support,
Okay.
and more support is coming.
So when you say a lot of money and a lot of support, does that look like your members, or does that look like the resources coming in to help you?
The resources
Okay.
are coming in, and members.
Okay.
I mean, we've had, I would tell you, in the just this last year, I mean, we had about 45 new members. And so, and then the resources are coming. I mean, Target's calling, Amazon's calling, Walmart's calling, Cummings was calling, everybody's calling saying, hey, what do you need and how do we help you?
Right. And so what do you think the reason is behind that? Is it, okay, this is going on, we need to pay attention to this community, or we feel bad, we need to pour into this community, or we need to give to this community because we're tripping? Like, what do you think is...
Yeah, I think like the scales have dropped from their eyes, and, they're either, trying to do it,
Yeah.
or they feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, we really missed the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And now, it's all eyes on, what are you doing for the black community? And if you're not doing anything, why not?
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we're at in this climate.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that it continues to make that shift. It's sad that several tragedies, because we have George Floyd, we have Breonna Taylor, we have Michael Brown, we have Trayvon Martin, we can keep going, have happened to make people open their eyes. But I'm happy that there has been some type of positive turnaround, because the attention needs to be elsewhere. And so this is a great resource and a great place to put it. So as far as moving forward, I know we're still dealing with COVID. The event that you had that I hosted, do you see yourself doing something like that again?
Yes, definitely. As soon as COVID's over with, that's what we're doing.
Okay, now explain the event to them, like what it was like, because we were there, so we know, but they weren't there.
Yeah, so we had about 100 businesses at the fairgrounds. We did some training. We even had a comedy show. We had some singing there. It was just like a family. It was us coming together, enjoying each other's time, and also buying things. Bringing back that money back in our community, and it was just great supporting each other. It was a great time.
Great vendors there.
Yeah, it was a 3-day event. Yeah.
Good times. Well, say a business owner is out there and they don't know where to start when it comes to you all. Say they're clueless, like they're just new to the whole thing. What is some advice that you would give them?
First, come to the chamber. Come see us at 202 East Market Street. We're right across the street from the City County building, connected to the city market. That's number one. Or look us up, indybcc.org. We're there. See what we're doing, and you can always give me a call, 317-384-7356.
Now that you've created the Black Chamber, do you have a relationship with the Indy Chamber at all? Do you guys ever do things together?
Yeah, now, they are in the same spot that the rest of the world is. What are you doing for black businesses? And, so yeah, we are working together on, giving out loans for black businesses, because they have a lot of money to loan out. So we are helping with that. We are working together. We have MOUs, Memorandum of Understanding, for us to work together and help the black business community.
Well, I just want to commend you on what you do, not just the organization itself, but the passion behind it, because I feel like that's something you really have to care about, to put that much energy and effort into it for this number of years. Now, as far as future plans when it comes to members, is there a certain goal that you all want to reach, or do you just let it go and whoever joins?
Every year we set goals. So this year we're looking at 500.
Okay.
Next year we'll probably go to 750.
And when you say members, is that an individual person or is that an individual organization?
So that is a business owner who will be passing out cards.
Okay.
Yeah. And so and we also have support, corporate support from other things. But as far as members, black businesses, that's our goal, is to hit 500 this year.
I would love for us to just come together as a community and focus on things like this that can build not only our business but businesses around us, so we can keep that money flowing in. Just as a business owner myself, I know the power and the importance of networking. What do you think about networking? Do you think it's important?
I think networking is the number one thing.
Yeah.
It's not who you know, it's who knows you and what do they say about you.
Yeah.
And if they know you and you make a phone call and they say something good about you, things will move. You can move mountains with just a phone call.
Yeah.
I would say today, the downtown, it's the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
So they're only letting 25% of people go in. So tickets are, scarce.
Yeah.
But, hey, with being over the Black Chamber, make a phone call. Hey, I need 5 tickets. All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
networking,
Yeah.
You cut out everything. We're
Yeah.
talking about a world event,
Yeah.
and to call and get 5 tickets, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Networking is so important.
Yes.
And I don't think that people understand how important it is. Who you know can just be a blessing to you, to your family, to your business. I think we get so caught up in the my four no more. No new friends. I don't want to know nobody. No, don't get too close. I don't trust nobody. Yeah, but you're blocking blessings.
Yeah.
Because if you have a resource and they have a resource and they know a person, we can all help each other grow.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the Black Chamber. We are a resource place to be. You know, that is our full thing, is to have all resources for Black businesses. So when you come to us, if you need something, you know, our goal is to go get it.
Right.
You know, whatever it is. So we are supposed to be that plug. When you come in, we are that network for you.
Now, is there a member's fee to be a part of your organization? What should people expect if they join?
Yeah. For a small business, it's $200.
Okay.
For a medium-sized business, we would say bank would be $500, and then we have corporate sponsors from 1, 5 to 10. And then, you know, with our co-working space, it's $150 a month. So that is your office that you come to every day. And so that's $150 a month. And it's located downtown. If you look anywhere else, it's going to be $650 to have your own spot downtown. But
Right.
I am trying to make a way for us to be also included in downtown, because we have not always been.
Okay. Well, I just think it's amazing, and I think more people should get into it. Why do you think Indianapolis, just in general, is so, now you know me, so you know I'm going a little left, it's okay. But why do you think the negativity carries more than positive things like this? Why aren't people focused more on this? Is it where we are as far as in the nation? Do we need to be in the South? I mean, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, so I mean, so being, you know, over the Black Chamber, you know, we are a part of the National Black Chamber. So, you know, I've been going to summits, you know, where other Black Chamber presidents are, and, you know, talking about, you know, the climate of their city. So like Atlanta, they love each other. I mean, they make sure if a business opens up, they support it. You know, Indianapolis is just not on that level yet. You know, I don't know why. You know, maybe because we're in Indiana. You know, but you know, in Atlanta, they really support each other. St. Louis supports themselves. Louisiana, I mean, you know, all those major cities with major Black influence support each other.
Yeah.
But here in Indianapolis is a different story. So I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to help that change.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've heard just myself that in the southern states, we are different as a community, and we are more supportive. So I'm like, okay, is it just where we are? Is it the climate? Do we get too much snow? Like, what's going on? Because people should be involved, and they should be helping each other and help us help the community. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on. I know I've interviewed you a few times, but I always enjoy our talks. I think what you do is amazing. And one thing that you touched on tonight that I hope you all heard was networking. It's so important to get out of your bubble. It's okay to do something new. It's okay to meet new people. That's where your blessings come from.
Yes.
And that's how your business grows.
That's how your business grows.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what God has us here for. We're supposed to be talking to other people.
Yeah.
Not by ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you again on Sunday right here on The Conversation. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.